It's that time again for us to dive into a list of coins that I believe are going to perform exceptionally well over the coming month. However, it's a little bit different this time because the market is sitting on unstable ground. Now, this instability is both a gift as well as a curse. That means that there's inherently more risk right now in the markets. But given the progress on a new stimulus bill, as well as a resetting of the fundamentally strong alts, allows for us to get back into some of the best projects in the space and ride them up to prior highs and beyond with another leg of bullishness. Now, you must understand that right now, things are not guaranteed to be bullish in the market because the market could continue to turn against some of these altcoins, presenting slightly higher risk. However, the opportunity to get in at these prices to the coins that we're going to cover today in another bullish wave, which I believe is much more likely than not right now, to me presents a big enough opportunity that I wanted to share it with you. Obviously, as usual, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my opinions, and you should always do your own research and make your own informed decision as to what is the risk tolerance that is best for you. But with that said, these are the coins that I'm taking positions in right now because I believe the next month will be incredibly bullish for these alts, pending, of course, that the market continues on upward like it has been over the last few days. So if you guys are excited to hear the 10 coins that I'm looking at right now for the second half of September, then do me a favor and destroy that like button. Seriously, non-likers out there, that hurts my feelings. And remember that each and every comment on this video is entered to win your very own Ledger Nano S. With that said, let's dive in. First and foremost, we have the Oracle sector, which is extremely strong from a fundamental standpoint. Without oracles, DeFi projects simply cannot function. They need live price feeds in order to execute smart contract functions. Price feeds and off-chain data are absolutely critical for these projects to have access to. And so, first and foremost are the oracles. And number one on that list is Band. Now, we've been covering Band since it was about $3 in value, and we covered it and put it on our August list of coins, and this was right before it got the Coinbase treatment, sending it at its highs upwards above $15. That was a 300% plus move, and since then it's been seriously correcting. However, it's showing signs that the sell-off might be over, and I believe that the fundamentally strong and extremely price reactive category of the oracles will stand to have a significant second wave here in crypto land if we are blessed again with another bullish cycle like we were back in August. And I believe that Band has the potential to revisit its prior highs, if not go beyond, once we enter yet another bullish leg. Another project that I'm extremely bullish on long term, that I was actually one of the first people in the entire space to cover, is of course Dia, and they want to be the Bloomberg for price feeds here in crypto land. Now for Band, I've been calling this the Pepsi to Chainlink's Coca-Cola. Remember, Chainlink is worth multiple billions of dollars, and Band is sitting here just at $175 million, meaning that it has a lot of room to grow, about a 20 or 30x for it to catch up to Chainlink. That kind of gap there between the first and second mover in the space is very bullish to me and shows there's a lot of upward price trajectory for something like Band. The same goes for Dia here, which is sitting just at $50 million. It would have to grow by 350% just to match the market cap of Band. And for that reason, I'm very bullish on the next month or so for Dia and for Band, but also for the even more decentralized Teller. Teller, TRB, has been on my list because Teller is due to launch their V2 version here in the next few days. And we saw here on August 28th that Teller tweeted that their CertiK audit had been completed for V2. So we can only assume that V2 is about to hit very soon, which would increase Teller's throughput dramatically, bringing this highly decentralized oracle more into the realm of usability. And of course, I'm expecting a nice pump off of that, which we still haven't gotten yet. So I'm excited for that to happen. And seeing it down on the floor here right now at $30, it was up at $90 just at the start of the month. That's a 300% gain just to get to where it was at the beginning of September. And I believe another bullish leg would drive high quality projects like Teller at least back to their all-time highs or the highs that they experienced at the end of August, during August. And so for me, this is a slam dunk and one of my favorite oracles, along with Band and Dia, to retrace their bullishness of last month and of course even potentially extend and beyond. Again, the market is uncertain, but if we turn bullish again, get more stimulus, which I think is coming, I think there's a strong case for the fundamentally strong alts to return to their highs and beyond. And that's why I'm looking at Tether, Band, and Dia. And of course, one of the biggest issues over the last month was the Ethereum gas crisis, which of course we've done nothing to fix yet. Ethereum is still extremely vulnerable to congestion. We saw that with the Uniswap airdrop earlier this week, that essentially this single airdrop completely clogged Ethereum and sent gas prices through the roof, upwards of $20 plus for a transaction. And so seeing something like XDAI Stake or a scaling solution that's only here at $57 million in market cap value, I believe that this thing should be over $100 million in market cap value, because that's where the other strong scaling solutions are. And this is the one that's Vitalik certified. Don't forget, Vitalik has been tweeting about this one. And so seeing it come down of its highs of $40 and now sitting a little above 20, I believe it's going to be a strong month for Stake. So I believe that this one, just as I put it on my original September lists, same with Tether, I believe it's going to have a strong month as well. And now into Polka land we go, as the Polkadot ecosystem projects are some of the strongest fundamentally in the space, as they offer the potential to completely alleviate scaling concerns on Ethereum and essentially become the thing that allows for Ethereum and all these base protocols to completely interoperate and offload computational resources. In this world, we've seen the first movers in the Polkadot ecosystem be the target of insane speculation. And I believe that in the next leg up, the great teams within the Polkadot ecosystem will have strong recoveries and even push on to new and higher highs. And in this world, I believe Fallon Network, which I covered again at almost this exact price, about a dime, it was maybe a little bit less than that when I covered it, I believe Fallon Network is going to go and retrace this insane bull move that it had up to about 22 cents. They're a privacy network on Polkadot. They are one of the most advanced privacy networks on Polkadot, and they are the recipient of not one, but 2 Web3 Foundation grants. But I think Falla is a tremendously undervalued Polkadot project and really hasn't gotten its true bullish pump yet, while the markets are supporting it. Of course, there is risk with these small tokens, but I believe with another bullish turn up in the market, Falla will revisit these highs and create entirely new ones. And so I have this as one of my top Polkadot projects to watch. We also have MantraDAO Ohm, and I do like the MantraDAO token. This is one of the cheapest prices we've seen it at. It barely hit the market at about 20 cents before quickly skyrocketing up to about 45 cents. And then it kind of played in this range before hitting even newer and higher highs, upwards of 62 cents. So seeing it down here at about 20 cents, 23 cents, it has another 300% to go to get back to its prior highs. And with the launch of Rio DeFi, which MantraDAO is built on top of, you'll actually need MantraDAO to be a part of the Rio Chain sale. As far as I understand, I believe that Rio Chain's token is going to be phenomenal. And of course, MantraDAO, I believe, will get some of that energy as well, as the newer projects tend to explode with excitement onto the scene. And I believe that Rio DeFi is going to be one to watch over the next month. I believe as well that the MantraDAO token Ohm will do well in tandem with it. One of the things you guys have probably realized at this point is that my list today is very similar to my list at the beginning of September. And that's because the coins on the list are really good coins. It just so happens that the market totally fell apart right at the beginning of the month. But that doesn't take away from the strong fundamentals and narratives supporting the coins on that list. And that's why we're running it back with a lot of the same coins, because they are fundamentally even better buys now that the market has reset. And with this next bullish leg up, all of these coins, I believe, are going to do even better than they would have at the beginning of September. Next, we also have Cardia Chain, which is about 56% down from its highs earlier this year, which means it has an easy double up to get back to its highs. The reality is that Cardia Chain has an all-star list of partners here ranging from Chainlink to Neo to Matic. They have MantraDAO here on the list, Band Protocol. They also have connections to LG on sports. As you can see, there's a lot of sports stuff built on top of this. Anchor, which is one of my favorite projects in the space as well, which has also overcorrected tremendously. They have a really strong partners, great technology, lots of users. And I believe here that it looks like this chart has pretty much bottomed out. It doesn't seem to have budged pretty much below these levels in about 2 weeks. This looks like a nice base of support for it to build off of for another bullish leg up. And if it reaches its prior highs, you'd have over a 2x here. Another incredibly strong Polka project here is Acropolis, and I mentioned that I would start building a position here if it hit the 1 cent mark. Now, of course, as soon as I did that, it kind of popped up again. However, you can see here that it's really trying to hold here and doesn't really want to go down to that 1 cent mark. Acropolis has an amazing suite of automated staking and yield farming tools here. They have phenomenal UI, and they're one of the strong first movers here in the Polkadot ecosystem. And seeing their price having corrected now all the way from its highs here of just under 5 cents, it's now down here at about 1.5 cents. If it gets down to a penny, I'm really excited about it. But even here at these levels, if we start to turn upward and bullish, I believe that Acropolis can get back to these highs and beyond. That's an easy 3x or more from its current levels. And I believe that Polkadot narrative is not going anywhere given how desperate the ETH gas crisis was last time, and seeing the activity and now the flood of attention into the Uniswap ecosystem because of Uniswap's new tokenized model. I believe that the gas crisis is going to stay at least as bad as it is, if not get worse. And the last Polka project that we'll talk about, I swear, today is Darwinia Network, or Ring, which is now about 63% down from its highs. So you could see this thing again about 3x back to its highs. And again, Darwinia is focusing on bridging assets between Ethereum, Tron, and even more chains. They have this game that they've been working with. Again, the game's not really worth mentioning, just part of the big Polkadot narrative, which I believe will come back with a vengeance on the next bullish leg up. I think Ring is going to be one of the prime beneficiaries of this Polkadot narrative, and it's one that you should have on your list. And finally, we have Parsec, which actually popped up significantly, and I think that's because my buddy Ivan on Tech covered it earlier today. However, this project, when I was looking at it earlier, down at 9 cents, it is just tremendously undervalued given the technology that they're delivering. Parsec is a sponsor of my channel, but I've been covering them ongoing, and I believe that they have the possibility to grow tremendously. And here at just a $15 million market cap, it was about $10 million market cap earlier today when I put it on the list. But even here at $15 million market cap, I believe this thing has the power to grow significantly from here. It's just tremendously undervalued. The team is really not as focused on marketing as it is on building and launching technology. And because I'm working directly with the team, I know that they have some tremendous integrations and partnerships coming up with some of your favorite coins in the space. I use this example because we'll actually need this service for my video game, which is if two players transfer an NFT from one wallet to another, we need to notify the game servers that those two accounts have swapped an item. And so having the ability to quickly and efficiently scrape the blockchain and create complex workflows from that blockchain data is incredibly useful for developers. They also created their own language. They have a WYSIWYG technology allowing for you to drag and drop to create complex workflows. This type of technology, I believe, is tremendously undervalued in the market. And that's why you're going to see them continue to go on and make amazing partnerships, because they built a big missing piece here for developers. And so I believe that Parsec has the opportunity to make a strong comeback based on where it's valued in the market. Of course, with another bullish leg up, we don't know the future of the markets, but with another bullish leg up, I'm looking for Parsec to do some serious movement. And that's why I'm so excited to be working with them, as I believe that the market has yet to truly wake up to what PRQ is really doing. I also wanted to touch on Phantom, which of course has had an incredible couple of days. I had these guys on my September list. I covered them here at about 30 cents, and then I had them again on my September list at the beginning of September. And this is of course because they're launching Phantom.finance, which is essentially a fully scalable DeFi ecosystem backed by the man himself, Andre Cronje. And so this is really interesting, and seeing it pop back up to 45 cents yesterday, I think it's already getting its sort of September pump. I was hoping that this pump from 27 to like 45 cents would have taken place at the beginning of the month, but hey, you can't control the market. But this is the reality, is that the Phantom team and coin is having a strong comeback because of their news this month. But this is a strong coin that was originally on my September list that is performing extremely well. So I wanted to draw some attention to that. And now, of course, we have Uniswap, and here sitting at $6. I believe that this coin has the potential to make it to $10 and beyond. Uniswap is the DEX of DEXs as it is right now in the world. And so the speculation over owning a piece of this protocol is tremendous. As I've said, the tokenomics aren't very strong, but I believe the FOMO on Uniswap with a full-on bullish movement in the alts where we get an August-like scenario, which I believe will happen with the passing of a stimulus bill. This is an extremely promising one to have on your list. And I believe Uni has the potential to truly moon and get above that $10 figure and even beyond, because of the FOMO around an ecosystem ecosystem as heavily used as Uniswap is nothing to ignore. As we can see here, the Uniswap total value locked and liquidity had been eaten away by the sushis and the other liquidity locusts, as Andre Cronje said. But with the launch of their own liquidity mining, you have a huge return to newer and higher highs of liquidity for Uniswap, now at $2.1 billion in total value locked, which out of $10 billion means this is more than 20% of the total value locked in DeFi as a whole. Are you kidding me? But regardless, this is an absolute beast of a project. It's not even $1 billion in value, and I believe it can easily hit that $1 billion valuation, if not make it to a couple $1 billion. I think that the Uniswap FOMO is real, and as far as any project or product or ecosystem in the space to justify a $1 billion valuation, I think Uniswap checks the boxes, as it's doing more daily volume than Coinbase, which has been valued at $8 billion in private funding rounds from sophisticated investors. Now, of course, this Uniswap token doesn't represent ownership of Uniswap. However, I believe that the governance will be of significant value, as you can make big changes like adding fee models and different stuff like that to the protocol over time. Regardless, I think the FOMO and the narrative around Uniswap is super strong, and that with another bullish leg up, they will be the beneficiary of some serious gains. The reset of the alt market seems to be completed, and these coins have fundamentally strong technologies, great teams, and they fit into serious narratives that are relevant to the next phase of the crypto market bull run. For that reason, with another leg up in the market, all of these coins, I believe, are going to have tremendously solid next few weeks to months. In reality, though, the market is not on terra firma. We could still see another leg down in the alts before we get this big pop. However, seeing some stability, seeing promising news of stimulus, I'm front running this a little bit, assuming that we're going to get this second wave of DeFi mania. And for that reason, I'm excited about what these coins will deliver as far as gains for the coming month and beyond. So I hope you guys have enjoyed take 2 on September's top 10 coins. These are coins that I'm looking forward to doing some great growth over the coming days and weeks. Of course, you should always do your own research and understand that altcoin investing is tremendously risky, and that another leg down could also take away a significant amount of value from these alts. However, I think they've been battered and beaten down enough that they're ready to reset and point the jets onward and upward back to all-time highs and beyond, which of course would be tremendously bullish for any of them if they are to exceed the prior highs of the bullish cycle through August. Now, if you guys got value out of this episode, if you enjoyed it, do me a favor and destroy that like button, because we're working hard on this channel to provide you insight into the best coins in the space. And with, of course, some nice performance out of the alts over the next few days, we're going to start releasing some serious gems here on the channel. We've been withholding some of them just until the bullish winds start blowing a little harder, because then that will really support these smaller projects in getting up there on the charts. If that's a value to you, then I highly encourage you to subscribe, as we're putting out critical time-sensitive videos here in alt season each and every day. So you're definitely going to want to subscribe and have that little bell notification on. That's your best way to know exactly when I put the videos out, as a lot of these, the information can change in a heartbeat. Remember that each and every comment on this video is entered to win your very own Ledger Nano S, so all you have to do is comment below to be entered to win. If you guys want to connect with me personally, I encourage you to follow me on Twitter and join my Telegram group, t.me/ElioTradesCrypto. The links for both of those are in the description. If you guys are looking for a way to spend crypto like money, I encourage you guys to sign up with my link and use crypto.com. It's a debit card where you can quickly convert your crypto into a debit card for spending and spend it anywhere in the world that accepts Visa, which is pretty much everyone. If you sign up, you get a $50 bonus, and I get a $50 bonus too, so it's an easy way for you to support the channel, and I appreciate it. As usual, I thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Elio Trades, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.